On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it third down and
throwing his lock on third down. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Intended for Noah Fant.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This a 33-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Titans 6.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And we remind you, still one more game to get to before we put a bow on week 1. It comes up at the conclusion of this one. Titans and Broncos in the AFC from Mile High, and that ought to be one worth staying up for. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 25, Melvin.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Lock now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 4.
Eli Apple on the covering.
Now Locke again. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down and goal. Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason. And what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he finds Stills complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
47's the mark. Let's go.
Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Titans on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On 4th down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Titans 9.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
There by Earl Thomas.
Lock working out of the gun. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
4th down.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a dump off here complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
The pass.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. 24-3 was the final. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. 31-23, the final score. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 35-17 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Shotgun snap to Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up? And rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
from the gun. Locke got Gordon open, completes it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. On first down, Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Simmons on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw it is Locke. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
Broncos Titans,
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, 3 points out of it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
the ball carrier.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run it again with Henry.
32-yard line.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Titans.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 44 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
The Titans will line up.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jay Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 42-yard line.
Now Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Lock throwing complete here to Judy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Broncos first down.
This is Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 22 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
For Denver.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
The pass.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain
25 yards that time. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Number 22.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the busy night for Henry continues.
Derrick Henry.
And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Looking to throw. The open man is Smith.
Touchdown.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Blocked pass.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Makes the score. Broncos 30.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
the play action fake. They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but it's going to be 2nd down. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
Running from the gun with Henry. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Broncos 36.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Tennessee.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bradley Chubb, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Derrick Henry.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 79 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Brandon McManus lining up.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
They'll set up to throw.
3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Rock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Hamilton.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Block on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Shotgun snap to Lock. And this is caught at the 8. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option.
Irresponsible without your money in it. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up there and I'm there in the seat. And I'm just like the Jeter Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car with dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, brought to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, best up the item you choose. When they touch in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may
again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know. For the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dwayne Smoot picks up his second sack of the afternoon. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
The 39-yard line.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's good.
A big play that time for the Titans. And even 60 yards. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They are led out by their quarterback in his 2nd season from Washington State, a former 6th-round pick in Gardner Minshew.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the
But one
play.
of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On the slant, this is Chark. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Ogunbowale on the screen. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He may try and run, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gardner Minshew, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And some room to work.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dare Ogunbowale. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
The kick is good.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Titans 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Recover.
In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball is going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. But
and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
The quarterback are the keepers.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Minshew sets to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to send.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A run with Ogunbowale. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
To Tyler Eifert.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
To number 7.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team